What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are back in the W990. As you can see, we're going 333 miles to Colville, which is at the very northern top of Washington. I'll show you guys here on the map. I was going to say northwestern, but it's really not northwestern. It's the northeastern. I thought we were going to Bellingham. We're going to Colville. I was going to go to Bellingham, but I said, you know what, we already took this route. So why take this route again? Let's just go this way, even though we've already kind of taken this route. I wanted to go to Colville. Maybe on the next job we can go, I don't know, to Bellingham, and then Bellingham to like Astoria or Aberdeen to go across the ferry. I've been trying to go across the ferry for a while. I don't know if the developer options are working, and that's why I haven't used that, because the last time I used it, they crashed. So I've done a few takes already today, and I'm done trying to do another take. So, and I mean, you know what I mean. So let's just get started here. Get in our truck. We got our woman telling us where to go. We are connected. This says the Steeler on the building, but on the map it says something else, Ezraz or something like that, something I've never heard of. So there's some conflicting mods happening. I don't know if it's like the real company logo mixing in with something else that I have. It could be the real company logo and
get ready
real
to
companies,
turn right.
real companies, something like that. So I'll have to check that out.
Turn right.
Right now? Take it literally. Oops. Just went out into that intersection. Oh yeah. Where's my mirror? This one doesn't like to float gears either. It likes to make the little grinding sound. Where am I going now? You don't know. Oh.
Keep left and then turn right.
She knows what she's talking about. I don't know why I'm doubting her.
Turn left.
I just wanted to make sure. What gear are we in? 6 low. So, yeah, I apologize about missing the Friday episode. I should have talked about that in my last episode, but I've also been not only dealing with family issues, but I've been having a lot of acid reflux problems. It almost feels like I'm getting sick, but it's just that super dry throat. And I told you guys in a couple episodes ago that my doctor wanted me to have surgery, but I'm waiting on authorizations from my insurance to be able to do all that stuff. And it's been a month. It's been over a month. I still haven't got any authorizations from the insurance company. So it's going to be coming up on 2 months. Hopefully I get those done, because otherwise I'm going to call the insurance company and say, hey, what's your deal? It's either that or my doctor hasn't faxed it out, but I've called him a few times. Well, I didn't call the doctor, I called the receptionist, but still. They had a little problem there at the doctor's office, or somebody quit. And I think I know she was the one with the weight of the world on her shoulders. she was doing all the referrals and everything like that. And now that she's gone, I'm not getting any of my insurance stuff, or, nothing's getting sent out. I'm not saying she was the best, but she was the best. Actually, I'm saying she's the best. Because now I don't know what they're going to have to hire like 5 more people to take her job. She was always on it. But, yeah. I'll get that sent out for you, no problem. I call now and they're like, what's going on? Okay, what's your name? She used to know my voice. That's how often I go to the doctor. Where she knows my voice. I don't even call that often. She just knows my voice. Or she knew my voice. She doesn't know it now. I'm all over the road because I'm trying to do something. And I got a complaint about my dog. My dog doesn't even bark that much. It's like people. People have mouths, so they talk. Dogs have mouths and they bark. If my dog could talk, he'd probably talk all day long. But I got one of the neighbors that lives behind me and about 4 houses down says that my dog barks all night. And I didn't say anything to him. I just said I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even say sorry or nothing, because my dog stays indoors at nighttime. The only time he goes outside at night is if I'm up playing games, which I haven't been for some time, and he needs to go outside to go use the restroom. He'll go out for like a minute, he'll go do his thing, and then he'll go smell around my backyard, which is pretty large, and then he'll come back in. Sometimes he'll bark a little bit, but it's not excessive, because if it gets excessive, I go out there and I get him and I bring him back inside, because he knows if I go out there and I say, hey, get your you-know-what inside, he'll come inside, because he knows he's wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't tell my neighbor that I keep my dog inside. That's none of his business. But that's what I wanted to, I wanted to say, like, you're wrong, because my dog doesn't even go outside, or isn't out there in the middle of the night barking all night long. So I got a notice today, or yesterday, from the Humane Society, saying if I have a dog that barks all the time, I could go to a free coaching seminar that they have there at the Humane Society, which I thought was pretty cool. But
keep right, and then exit right.
I don't think I have that problem. I don't think my dog has that issue.
Exit right.
Oh, that's what I get for riding his rear end. I thought he was going to go straight. Or she. He or she. I don't know why I always say he. Some people get offended by that. Luckily I don't have those people in my life, because they would get offended by a lot of things that I say. But yeah. So about the dog, they gave me like this pamphlet. Your dog barks because he's bored. He's territorial. I go, I know my dog's territorial. It says that in his breed. They're very territorial. They don't. If he's gonna have another dog around him, it has to be a smaller dog, like a dog his size. It can't be a bigger dog, or it can't be. He didn't even like. Actually, he only likes girl dogs. He doesn't like guy dogs. He's a boy. He doesn't like other boys. He only likes other girls. So it has to be a girl dog, and it has to be smaller than him. That's what I've noticed about my dog. were green to go on by. I always forget to look at that blue thing, even though that keep route advisor hidden. I unchecked that box because I wanted to be able to know about the way station without having to push the button and bring it up myself. So if you see the route advisor come up for random things, that's the reason why I turned it off.
Keep left.
Keep left. You got it. Keep left. Like, get into the other lane, or don't get off here. She'll tell me. I might change up the voices. Maybe do like a UK version of her. I don't know. I'll change up the voices.
Keep right, and then exit right.
You got it, woman.
Exit right.
We're still behind this guy. Or girl. I don't know why I say that. Hopefully we'll get there before it gets dark. Knock on wood. Dun 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 dun. Copyright. Look at the water. Fine, don't look at the water. Oh, you're not there. That's awesome. And there's houses down there. So that mod I was talking about with the dolly and being able to tow trucks, I haven't seen that yet. I need to tighten up my steering wheel, not tighten it up to the desk, but tighten it up as far as the wiggle room. I talked about that a couple episodes ago, and I didn't. I made it too tight, too much feedback or gain or whatever.
Keep left.
And I lowered it down, but what is that down there? Is that a freeway? Keep left.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Oh, I gotta slow down here. We're gonna flip over. What was the state that came out that
Keep left.
I flipped over twice in? Maybe it was, I think it was when Oregon came out. I guess it has to be Oregon. When Oregon came out, every one of those turn-offs, I flipped over twice. And
Keep left.
I bet you guys remember that. Peter will remember that. Flipped over twice. The only time I didn't flip over is when my truck hit the side barrier and kept it from flipping over. But if it was real life, it definitely would have happened. Let's look at our little blue light and see which one comes on, red or green. Red. That shouldn't sound like that. I do have the highway patrol mod in, but I'm not noticing really much of a difference than what they would normally look like.
I'll find a new route.
That's what they do in real life, those GPSs. I'll find a new route when you get off somewhere. We went way too high. You get off at like a gas station. I'll find a new route. No, almost 80,000 pounds. That's a lot. This pressure tank. What was that yellow company skin that was a moving company? It was yellow and white? I think it was Allied. Allied was yellow and white. I was picking paint jobs for the K100, and they had a yellow and white skin, and it looked just, it had like 3 yellow lines going horizontally across the side of the truck, and the rest of the truck was white, and it reminded me of that moving company, the Allied. I don't see a lot of those moving vehicles on the freeways anymore. Maybe mostly because I don't go cross country anymore, but I don't even see really anything other than like a personal U-Haul. I don't know if they could have went out of business for all I know. We're in 8 high now. Our lights are on. In the International LT truck that I have, I moved up the seat. We can't see the mirror on the side anymore, but you are able to read the stuff on the dash a lot better, because I like that rather than it being blurry. And since we have the top mirrors that aren't too big up there, I don't have a problem with using the mirrors. It's starting to rain. Wrong button. P. And I have the realistic rain on, so it actually like goes up the windshield like it normally would in real life. I went into that guy's lane. The rain probability is so low. I don't know why this is happening, but I did put on thunder. I guess I have to find out if it starts lightning and thundering. Because I'll find out if I put in that mod for better sounding of real lightning. I thought it sounded fine to begin with, but someone came out with that. Dark Captain came out with that. Where am I going, lady? Getting over this one. She didn't tell me to exit, but she didn't tell me much after. I should slow down. 60 at least. What is that? 30, 40, 50. Even though it's 60 for trucks, 70 for cars. Still going too quick though. Don't drink and drive. Man, I see that everywhere. And it's true. I mean, people shouldn't drink and drive, but there's a lot more signs that are up that they kind of switched after the marijuana became legalized. Not only does it say don't drink and drive, it says don't be high and drive, or something that rhymes, because you know how they like to be. And there's also another one. Don't do pills, and you might do spills or something like that. I don't know who makes up these signs, but you see them overhead on those little orange deals. It's basically telling you not to do any prescription medicine that impairs your driving, which is true. Don't do any marijuana and drive, which is true. And don't drink and drive. But they should just stop with the rhyming. Just do it normal. Let's see if there's 3 rows of wipers. Oh, there is. We have 3 modes now. Is there 4? No. 1, 2, 3. Was there always 3? I think there was only 2 before. Slow and fast. Now it's slow, medium, and fast. Reduce speed zone, use caution, slow traffic ahead. Need some fog lights. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, just jump right in front of me, truck. Here comes
Keep left.
Oh, she's still talking. Dodge R... What is it? What is the Hemi? RT. The RT model. Has to be. Sounds like a V8. This sounds like a V8 too. It's that Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk, which is also an RT, I believe. believe Jeep and Dodge are the same company. Well, they're sold at the same place. I don't know if they're the same company. Don't quote me on that. I turned detours down to the very lowest, and rain probability is like a 32nd of the whole, it's so tiny. It's a little sliver. And Jazzy Cat released 6.7, but I haven't been able, every time I put it in, it crashes my game. I haven't tried it recently, but, because like I said, I just loaded like 6 mods in and just started playing, luckily, and didn't have nothing happened. So what we still have to do is we have to go across the ferry. I want to check that out.
Keep right, and then exit right.
I gotta get over, pal. Sorry about that.
Right.
The ferry, go to the Kenworth dealership, the big plant, and the airport. I think it's in Seattle as well. I think they're all in Seattle minus the ferry. The brakes! Which way am I going, lady? Keep left? Is that what she said? Yeah, that's what she said. I've always wanted to know how high we are. I know we're not 19 feet high, but that should be a thing, like with the trucks, and maybe it is. I don't know.
Go straight on.
I haven't seen it in the, when it tells you what you're hauling, like basically this screen. But it should tell you like how tall you are, and maybe detour you around. But I don't think there's any bridges in this game. Go straight on. You got it. I don't think there's any bridges in this game that would that are lower, unless we went to somewhere like New Jersey or going backwards. My chair is going backwards too. New Jersey or New York. Some parts of Chicago have low bridges. The only reason I know that is because I watch people like Ron Pratt. He's in St. Louis. He doesn't have, I don't think they have bridge problems, but I watch people like 1150 rotator work or something like that. I think he's on the same level as Ron Pratt as far as they both have rotators.
Go straight on.
They both have rotator trucks, semi trucks that are rotators. They're tow trucks, and they pull out, semis and stuff from like that. The I think it's 1140 rotator work or something like that. He's the guy. There's two guys, Malachi and Jay. They're out of Illinois, kind of near Chicago. But anyways, I saw a couple jobs where they were pulling people out. They would drive under a bridge that was too low, and it just tore their trailer apart. Turned it into it looked like a tuna can on top. That car really can't go by, or is that a truck that's behind me? I'm trying to go. Well, I switched gears too quickly. I'm not hearing any lightning in this game. Right now, I'm seeing it, but I'm not hearing it. Ron Pratt is out of Missouri, and there's a lot of flooding. There's a lot of flooding happening there, and so he's not releasing a lot of videos. Sometimes he's a little slow at releasing videos though, because he's actually doing real jobs. But they both have GoPros on their heads, and they use them to record. Way station. They use them to record what they're doing, and I find that stuff really interesting. So if you like any of that stuff, tow truck, lifting up semis and helping semis get out of mud and ice and snow and all that stuff, or even broken down on the side of the road, running accidents, anything like that. Ron Pratt, Ronpratt. He's really awesome to watch. He doesn't do any cussing. I don't think the 1140 rotator work does either, but I can't. Don't quote me on that. He's a lot more. Malachi and Jay are a lot more. They're younger. They're probably like early 30s at the most. But those two guys, I got into that. I got into talking about them. I'm subscribed to them, and I like to tell people about them. But I was talking about the hitting the bridges. That should be a thing. But then again, this isn't a tow truck simulator. Though there should be one. Man, that would be awesome. You have to pick up from certain points, and if you pick up from the wrong point, then you can, you get points taken away, or patent pending. No, I can't say that. I don't have the skills or know anybody that makes games to be able to do that. But if I did, if I was a game creator, man, can't say all the games would be awesome, but the ideas would be awesome. A lot of people have those ideas, and like I thought the firefighting game, Emerge NYC, was going to be like Emergency basically, but it's Emerge NYC. That simulator game was going to be awesome, but it came out November 2016, and it's still early access. The developers are taking their sweet time, and the game is full of bugs. But if you watch that video that they have on their Steam page, it looks like it's a super awesome game. But you go to play it, and you're like, I'm falling through the map. Or I was just going 35 miles an hour, and now I'm not going. Now I'm going 0 miles per hour. Oh no! It's going to 5. I don't know why I always do that. Where are we going now, lady? Keep this up for a second. I was going around this one roundabout earlier, and I was
get ready to exit right.
And I was going behind a semi.
Exit right.
And the semi was taking up both of the lanes. So I don't know how they would expect you to not take up both of the lanes. As if that's a parking thing. That looks like the UK. Or not the UK. I'm ignorant to other parts of the world, so I shouldn't really say anything like that. But you know how they have like that taxi sign? Looks like a taxi pattern of blocks where the parking is. Are you really going to jump in front
straight
of me?
on.
You are.
Turn left.
Right now? Probably turn up the rain probability now that it's not that bad to deal with. At least not in this truck.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Thank you. Just have to find out where I'm going. Wrong button. I just have to find out where I'm going now. Outside view. And the game's super laggy. I think it's over here. Let me just go this way. I don't like how laggy the game is when it's raining. Ran over those two. Oh, luckily we came the right way. I was making a really wide turn without my trailer, and I didn't see this coil of steel in front of me in the game, and I ran right into it. Luckily, I only got 1% damage, but I was going like 20 miles an hour. It came to a stop real quick. Look at all these logs. Let's turn on our flashers and turn off our headlights. Stick our head out the window. It'll be wet. Put it in R1 high. Bring it back to R1 low. Get off! Never mind. Let's turn off our windshield wipers. Are we in park? Park now. Hey, that looks pretty good. If we would have came in that direction, we would have been in trouble. Alright, let's keep our engine on. It's just, I don't really turn off our engines anyways, ever. Excellent. Pressure tank delivered from the Dalles to Colville, Washington. Or the Dalles, Oregon to Colville, Washington. 333 miles, 7 hours, 23 minutes, 66.8 gallons consumed. This job was a lot longer than, probably double as long as our last episode. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I can see what's coming out of here, but I don't know what I'm going to do as far as where I'm going to go. Hey, we could take the ferry over to the same place we came from, but I don't want to haul that. Oregon, Seattle, the port of Seattle. Yeah, right. Yakima, been there. Olympia, we spawned in Olympia. Yeah, I'm not seeing those, the mod I put in the game for whatever it was. But we also have a Mac Anthem truck. I'll show you guys real quick. Truck dealers. They are taking their sweet time to load. Oh, and they got the new FLD. I believe it's by Harvin as well, or it could be by Cyrus the Virus. One of the two. It's basically the same truck. It just works for this version. And the one that I got is this one. That's the black truck that we have. I call it the Terminator 3. These are just different versions of the K100. I don't know if they're in the mod shop. There's the FLB. I like this one more than this one. FLB is cool, but I like the K100. And I don't actually know what the actual K100, what the actual Terminator 2, I know it's a tow truck, but what brand it is. So the W990, the W900. The W900's in here as a mod because it has a interior rework, and I believe there's modding available to some of them. And there we go. The Mac Anthem. This is the one we're using right now, the longer version. And these are just normal trucks. Volvo. I don't know if I have any Volvo mods in the game. That was Kenworth. Or I thought that was all of them. Maybe I didn't notice these ones. International LT. Yeah, that was all of them. I think there's a lifted Peterbilt that's supposed to be for logging and stuff, but I think you do that by uh, getting the actual 389, this one by Viper 2, and customizing it to make it a lifted version. We could try it and see if it's under here. Nope, I don't see it. Or maybe it's... No, well, that's normal. I always pick the lowered one. I don't know what it is. Or the mod couldn't even... It could possibly not be in the game. Or it could possibly be bigger tires. No, doesn't look like it is. Maybe the mod's not working, I don't know. But there is a mod for a lifted Viper 389. And it's for logging, but obviously it's not showing up, so I can't show you guys. It is acting a little bit slow though, or a lot slow. Let's go out and see our truck gone, our trailer gone. Oh no, it's still here. It's still acting funny. Alright everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. There's the thunder sound. Or lightning. Or both. Get off the phone! Peace out.